Presentation on ICT pedagogy on my iPad. So I just downloaded the application, the Google Slides application onto my iPad, and I've turned on screen sharing on the iPad, and I'm going to go through my presentation, 20 seconds per slide, just to demonstrate how this is done. Probably the pedagogy that most appeals to me, or the theory that sort of backs up most of my pedagogy, is this idea of connectivism, this idea of connected learning. We learn not only in our heads, but also in our devices and in our networks, in our collection of friends. So, powerful theory, seems to be fairly explanatory, predictive, maybe a little bit hard to test, so it might not actually make it as an actual theory. Some people have been doing some research trying to figure out if it actually meets the requirements for theory. In other words, it's testable, but others have pointed out that it's going to be very difficult to test it, so it might not qualify as a theory at some point, but it might be part of another thing. Anyway, I still like it. It's still useful to me because it gives me a starting point for discussion, and it seems to explain and predict patterns of behavior, as I said, so I like it. Actor network theory was another theory that's almost related to connectivism as well, too. It means that this is the idea that we are actors in networks, and we learn in networks, and we learn by building networks, so that's very similar. UCAP, ubiquitously connected and pervasively proximal. One of the interesting theories coming from Mark Fetterman basically says that if you've got a connected device, you have access to the whole universe on the internet, and you're always connected to your network. So that changes everything that we do, from business to education, certainly. So that's the end of my presentation. Oh, situated learning. Okay, sorry. I'm going to carry on here and make a few more slides, and just so that I can demonstrate this thing. But yeah, situated learning, the apprenticeship model. So legitimate peripheral participants in communities of practice. It says this is how we learn. Being on the job, being there, and just watching and listening and paying attention, and gradually adopting more and more parts of the job as we gain experience. Supervised and guided by experienced workers. I think that's the end of this slide. So I think I can stop the presentation now. Oops.